Hello, this is Robert. This video will assist students in the Social Work 5450 class about searching ProQuest databases. To begin with, begin at the library's homepage. If you're not here, go to any UNCP page, click Quick Links, select Library, and it will bring you here. Click Resources, then click Databases. Scroll down and you can either go to the ProQuest databases through the database subject page, or if you know the name of the database, select that. I'm just going to Sociology. I am going to scroll down and click on Social Science Premium. At this point, you'll need to log in if you're off campus using your university information. Now, usually, you can click Advanced Search. That'll give you two other search boxes. Excuse me. And then if you want to add in other databases, because Social Science Premium Collection is just a group of ProQuest databases, you can click on Change Databases. And like you can in the EBSCO databases, you can add or take away databases. And you can see the list here. And again, it depends on your topic, which databases you'll want to take a look at or add in. If you're dealing anything with healthcare, there's a healthcare administration, health and medical collection. Military databases, if you're looking with something dealing with soldiers, say like you're doing anything with PTSD, I'm going to add that one in because I think that's what I'm going to do my search on. Also a nursing and allied care database, a psychology database. And you see some of these are pre-selected because they are part of the premium collection. And here lists the number of databases in that one. Use selected databases. Now again, like any databases, you can add in your terms. I'm going to put in PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder. Please don't laugh too much at my typing. Do counseling or therapy. I'm going to add a row, say like you're doing something with needs assessment. And then I can simply click search. And as I get 43,000 items, 48,000. Now I can also limit down to peer reviewed here. Oops. Of course, they always encounter problems with me. Let me try it again. Well, if this happens, here's what you would do. I'm going to close this down and start over again. Go back to Premium Social Science. I'm just going to leave it in this database right now and go to an advanced search. And stuff like this will happen to you at home. This, again, as I said in another video, this is one of those things you do not want to I'm just looking at military or soldiers or veterans. And again, I can do that to the truncation device. And let me add a row and do needs assessment and see what that does. And hopefully this will work, especially since I have went to the trouble to type it. Okay, I have 11,000 items. To lower that number, click on peer reviewed. Most of the items you will be needing for your academic papers will be peer reviewed. and you can see my terms are highlighted. To view the abstract in this database, you see it where it says abstract and details. Click there. This will give you an abstract. As you see, my terms are highlighted. Also, there's various subject details here, information about the author, information about the journal, that kind of information. Now I'm going to go back to results. And like in EBSCO, you can put records in. If I put a check in this box, my little folder will open with a number, and I can email these all at one time to myself. Also, one of the things I did not do was limit by date. See, I can take the date slider, move it up, click update, and my results will go down. Now, one of the things you can also do is ProQuest has the subject field here. And if I click on that one, that will look for those articles that have post-traumatic stress disorder within my results. And if I want, again, I can go back, click on more. And this database allows me to include terms, or I can exclude terms. Now, one of the things, usually when I'm doing multiple terms, I keep them grouped like my keywords around a certain area, a certain topic. In other words, I've seen veterans and military personnel. I won't click them if I'm clicking on mental health disorders. I won't confuse those two, so to speak. So you can select those. When you're finished, scroll down or up to the bottom, down to the bottom or up to the top. Click apply. And you see my terms are here. And notice how this one writes it out, my groupings with the or in between them. I could X out of any of those if I would like, or I could go back and take another look at them and limit it down to veterans and military personnel. Come on. Veterans, military personnel. And theoretically, I should only have around 150 articles. I may have even less. Now I can click on Armed Forces. Scroll down, click apply. 153 items. So I can get my results from here. Now, one of the things with this database, I put 2 in the folder. It's good and bad. Here's my icon to cite. The great thing about the citing in this database is just notice it has alphabetized them for me. I can cut and paste. Be sure the citations are correct, though. Be sure they're correct. I can do that. Copied it. I didn't mean to do that, but when I email them, notice it has 2 items. I'll have to check here to include the bibliography, and I probably want the 7th edition. Put your email address in, your name. Give it a subject heading so that you can know what it is when it comes into your email. Now, you can also sign into a My Research account. This is like the EBSCO folders, so you can do that as well. The only thing here is sometimes when the when the ProQuest articles come in, if they're over a certain size, and you probably saw this email, when I go to send them, if the articles are over a certain size, it will only send a link. So sometimes I like to go ahead and download them. But that's a little bit about searching in the ProQuest. One other thing to mention, some of your articles, some of your items mentioned that you may need empirical studies or qualitative or quantitative information, you can simply add that to a search. In the ProQuest databases, what you can do is add a row, type in the word empiric with the truncation device, or qualitative, or if I could spell, like I said, quant, or quantitative. You'll notice it didn't hold on to some of my limits. You would have to redo some of those. Go back and add in your subject terms. But the quantitative and qualitative research, especially the quantitative and the empirical, are actual studies people have done. So you may, if you need those, you can find those in here. In the EBSCO databases, they're a little easier to find, and I will do a separate video on those. So thank you and have a good day. And again, contact me if you have any questions.